at the door. At the door, the story always begins. Our life always begins at this door. So we want to talk about a Christian life this morning. So I'm not talking about a lost life. I'm talking about a Christian life. Whenever you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, the very first thing that you had to do is you had to go to the door and open it up. That's the only way in. Jesus is the only way, the only door of life. So this river here, that's what we're talking about. The story begins at the door. Christian life begins at the door. And here's the thing is once we get saved, we think that, man, we're all the way, right? Well, here's the thing that I want you to understand about a door, and we're going to get into it as well. Here's a door. I open the door, right? The door is open. I'm inside the door. Do I know what's in the back there? I do because I've been there before. Amen. No, I'm just joking. Okay, y'all follow. You don't know what's going on in the back there. Even if you stepped inside this door, you don't know what's all in there because you're only at the door, but you're inside the door. That's a good thing. That's a lot of people when they say, you know what, I'll be glad just to get into heaven. That's not good enough for me. I'm just being honest with you. I don't want to just get into heaven. I don't want to just be there and say, man, I'm right inside the door. I'm not bred that way. I like to win. I like to be an overachiever. Anybody with me? I mean, that's where we are. I don't want to just barely get in. I want to be all in. But here we know that it is a Christian's life begins at the door. Come from under the threshold means that in order to go into this door, it must be by faith. It must be by faith. We have to accept Jesus Christ on faith. And one thing I like about this, and we're going to look at this as well, that there is a river from under the threshold. And we know that it's going to get bigger and bigger as it goes on, and that's the way our faith and our Christian life should be getting. It should be getting bigger. As we enter inside that door, we should not still be sitting in the same place a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 40 years from now. We should not be the same spiritual condition as we was when we first went inside the door. Should not. You should know what's in the back side of the church or inside this door. You should know what's back there because I've been inside that door for years. Right? So spiritually growth, we know that it gets bigger and bigger, and we're going to look at that as well. Christ is sufficient. This is a picture also of the threshold that the blood flowed down, and the blood was enough for all humanity. That it was enough. Enough blood to save every sinner. The river of life will meet every need of life. Anything that we have in our life, every supply, God will reach that for us. Now here's something, that the river of life is a healing river. In verse 9 and verse 12, we will hit those in just a minute, but Jesus never met a crippled man he did not heal. He did never meet a sick man that he did not make well. A sad man that is, the waters were to the ankles. What does that mean? It means that you're just beginning to be a Christian. Just dabbing a little bit in the water. Checking out the waters. The beginning of a Christian life. Not really. I'm not saying them. No, you haven't been. But it's bad. You know why they do that? It's because they don't want to get in the water. Because it is cold, right? Very cold water. And so, but I'll get in and I'm ready to go. We jump in, we do whatever, and it's fun, right? And not really fun, but it is cold. But here's what most people do that go and that they don't want to take a bath, and I say bath, but they don't want to plunge themselves all the way in. They stand about ankle deep. That's about as far as they go into the lake. Ankle deep. I'm good. I don't need to go any further. I'm comfortable. I don't have to be cold. I don't have to hazard my life. I don't have to put forth any effort. I don't have to do anything. I'm good right here. I am fine. My feet are a little cold. I'm a little uncomfortable, but I am still satisfied. That's our Christian life. Our Christian life is, hey, I'm satisfied with coming to church once a week or reading my Bible a little bit every day or praying a little bit every day and